Hello everyone, welcome to Nutrihunt, where we discover the healthiest destinations. I'm your host, Justin Allen, and I'm with one of my best buds, Jeff.
Hey.
AKA El Jefe. We're here in the Arts District of downtown LA. So I heard there's some art here in the Arts District.
Yeah, there's definitely some art around here, and I think we should go check it out.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Pep, how was some of that art?
Well, I think all of the art was pretty good. Really good, actually. It was cool walking by and, taking a closer look at, how big they are and how colorful they are. And I really appreciated that. It really shows kind of LA's culture. And I especially liked the Kobe mural at the very end. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely. Rest in peace, Mamba. Growing up near the Arts District, what would you say has changed?
Yeah, I feel it's changed a lot, even within the last 5 years. More places to eat, more unique places to eat, events to go to, more nightlife, and just overall, lots of people walking around, lots of people hanging out.
Yeah, it's kind of concerning, right? Because there weren't that many people walking around.
Yeah, today was definitely less people, and I think it's because of, the pandemic going on.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Good thing people are following those regulations, huh?
Hopefully staying safe.
Yeah, usually the Arts District is bumping with a lot of people, checking out the local breweries, checking out the museums that showcase a lot of local artists as well as international artists. And there's a lot of people coming to check out the local gardens, courtyards, and the small boutique shops that are all around the Arts District. So yeah, it was kind of a little concerning that we didn't see that many people out and about, but it's also reassuring that they are following the CDC guidelines. Jeff, how are you feeling?
I'm doing pretty good, but I'm pretty hungry.
Okay. Down the street, there's this pretty unique restaurant that uses a lot of healthy alternatives in traditional dishes. Want to go check it out?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. We're here with Carlos, the owner of Un Solo Sol. Carlos, can you give us a little bit of a backstory of Un Solo Sol?
Yes, absolutely. We started in 2010, October 2010. Basically what we did is we were moving out of serving schools, community schools, both private and public. There was a lot of cutbacks going on during that period of time, and it was very difficult to continue serving them for so long, for 5 months of serving 275 meals every single day. So what we did is we decided to invite a larger community, serving not only the little ones, but also the entire family, including grandmas and grandpas.
You were providing over 250 meals to local schools. And you told me, right, it stretches all the way to San Fernando Valley?
San Fernando Valley.
Wow, that's pretty impressive, Carlos. And I'm sure it was very difficult for you to cut ties with that. I'm sure there's still some of those kids that come here now, right?
Absolutely, they do.
Yeah,
they
bring
do.
their family.
They bring their kids.
They bring their kid. Wow, okay, you served them that.
Yeah,
wow,
yeah.
that's impressive.
They bring their kids already.
Yeah.
So that's the good part of it. I mean, that we had already created a name, Un Solo Sol. It means in a single word unity, but it's a universal unity. So what we talk about is a unity that is expansive, that is harmonious, and that is transformative. And for transformative is exactly what we've been doing all along. I mean, trying to provide the meals or the dishes that are traditional from different cultures and bring them into our kitchen and transform them into a healthier take for everybody.
Of course. And the primary dishes that are here are coming from Hispanic cultures, right? However, you're bringing in Chinese dishes, bringing Persian dishes, Mediterranean dishes, which is pretty impressive, and it really does hone in on that unity aspect that you bring with
Yes.
Solo Soul.
It's our humble way of proposing peace, okay, in the world
Okay.
by looking at our similarities
Big time.
and not at our differences.
You heard it here, folks. Let's focus on our similarities rather than our differences. And speaking of that, Carlos, talking about unity, should we go taste some of that unity?
We're ready for the unity. Come over.
Let's go. The green pozole is one of the most popular dishes at your restaurant. Can you please go into detail about how you prepare the green pozole?
Yes, it's a blend of a lot of green leafy vegetables. And they're all fresh, of course. We prepare it and then put it to boil. And we also add protein. It could be chicken, it could be mushrooms, or it could be tofu.
Awesome. And today we're gonna use tofu.
Yes,
Right.
one of the most popular ones too among the vegan community.
Sounds delicious. All right, Carlos, so what I believe is one of the healthiest items you can get at your restaurant is the veggies mix enchiladas. Can you please go into detail a little bit about how it's prepared?
Yes, we're using traditional recipe of the green Mexican salsa of tomatillo. From this particular case, it's from Maria's mom's kitchen.
The main chef.
Yeah, she's originally from Zacatecas,
Awesome.
Zacatecas, Mexico. It has gone through a lot of transformation.
Yeah.
The plate, we started it by just stuffing it with chicken. And one day a client, she told me, hey Carlos, why don't you just stuff it with everything that you have already on your vegan pupusas
Yeah.
and make it a vegan plate? And I started thinking, yeah, you're right, I think. And then that's how we arrived with the grated zucchini. We added tofu, we added spinach and mushrooms. It's a bomb of nutrients inside the rolled tortilla. And later on, we switched from the tortillas that were non-organic to organic tortillas.
Awesome.
We continue pouring the green traditional salsa. And then we also added from white rice, we added brown rice to it. So it's a Mexican style brown rice and also organic black beans.
Nice.
And to wrap it up, we also added pre-mixed salad to it with our traditional homemade salad dressing.
You're explaining it right now. I'm already feeling refreshed. I'm looking forward to eating it.
That's great.
Yeah.
The plate goes very much along with the unity of Un Solo Sol.
Yes.
And we are promoting the unity of an expansive, harmonious, transformative unit.
All right, I'm looking forward to tasting that unity.
Thank you.
Here we have the most popular dish at the Un Solo Sol restaurant, the green pozole. Jeff, do you want to tell the viewers a little bit about your history with the pozole dish?
Yeah, so pozole reminds me of celebrations, particularly birthday celebrations. So we would have pozole at birthday parties, but usually it's red pozole and this is green. So I'm excited to try this and see what this is all about. I see tofu in there, which is different, but aside from that, the smell reminds me of what I'm used to.
Nice.
So we'll see if the taste is similar.
What's a traditional protein that is used for pozoles?
Usually it's pork.
Pork? Okay.
Yeah, and that's what I've eaten. That's what I'm used to.
Okay.
So definitely not used to the tofu in here.
Gotcha.
The taste that comes from the pork is kind of infused into the soup,
Okay.
which is why this is a little bit different,
Yeah.
but it's different in a good way.
Right. In a nutritious way. So the green pozole is high in magnesium, which manages blood pressure. It's also high in selenium, which is a powerful antioxidant. It also has a good amount of vitamin A, which has been shown to decrease the risk of lung cancer. And lastly, it's high in riboflavin, which aids in proper cell growth. So let's see if the tofu lives up to traditional expectations, huh?
Sounds good.
All right, man. You first.
All right, just gonna stir it up a little bit, just to get all the ingredients kind of together.
Yeah. Look at that hominy in there.
Get a little bit of everything here.
Nice.
Here.
All right, I'll do a little swishing action too. Yeah, man. Yeah, Jeff, does it live up to traditional expectations?
Yeah, it definitely tastes nostalgic.
Okay.
It reminds me of, my experiences with it. I would say that it needs a little more spiciness, which we can add because it's here on the side. But I'm not sure if you would enjoy the spiciness.
I mean, I would enjoy it. It's just I don't have the tolerance for it.
Yeah. So overall, definitely tastes good.
Awesome. Here we have one of the healthiest dishes that I believe you can get at the Un Solo Sol restaurant. It's the veggies mix enchiladas. Enchilada dishes are quite abundant in Hispanic culture. So, Jeff, do you want to share a little bit about your experiences with enchiladas?
Yeah, I feel like enchiladas are very popular wherever you go in terms of Mexican food.
Right.
They have enchiladas.
Yeah.
The main selling point of enchiladas, I feel like, are the salsas and how they taste with the tortillas and the rest of the food.
So the salsa needs to complement well the other ingredients that are found on enchilada dishes.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Let's hope that the Un Solo Sol salsa complements it well. So the veggies mix enchiladas is very high in vitamin K, which plays a prominent role in maintaining bone health. It's also high in calcium, which is vital for muscle function. It's also high in vitamin C, which is essential for certain neurotransmitters that are a part of our nervous system. And lastly, it's high in vitamin E, which works with the aforementioned vitamin C to boost our body's immune system. You want to give it a try?
Yeah, let's give it a try.
All right, you first.
All right.
Good. Over here. Boom. How was it, man?
It's really good. Has that punch to it, you know? That salsa.
Does that salsa complement it well?
Yeah, it's really good.
All right, you heard it here, guys. It does.
Yeah, it's a little bit spicy too, compared to, you know, the posole. You could definitely taste the spiciness here.
Yeah, I definitely can.
Yeah.
Because I'm a little bit more susceptible to it. Get some of that brown rice
All right.
that you're not used to on enchilada
Yeah,
dishes.
yeah. Let me give it a shot.
You don't need a knife for that one.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good.
Not bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
See, it works, team. It works. And I agree. We're here with Fernando, who's a regular patron at Un Solo Sol. Fernando, you want to tell the viewers a little bit about your history with the restaurant?
I moved into the neighborhood 3 years ago and I was looking for some place to eat that was healthy but good. This was the first place that we stumbled upon and it's great.
Right. And the location's pretty central, it's easy to get to.
I mean, the location is incredible. It's like Mariachi Plaza, downtown LA with that epic shot. Yeah, and then, you know, East Side Love. I mean, it really is the heart of World Heights. You know, this is like ground zero. Yeah, and then to add to it and just the delicious food, it's perfect.
What are some of your favorite dishes at the restaurant?
Bok choy soup, number one. Number two is the gourmet sabzi, the Persian dish.
Yep.
And then number three, I think it's the shake, the banana and date shake. Yeah, I think that's my third one.
Sounds delicious. And with like the gourmet sabzi you're talking about, it's traditionally presented or prepared with a white basmati rice. But here at Un Solo Sol, you can get the brown rice option, right?
You can get the brown rice option, you can get it with tofu, you can get it with portobello mushrooms. It's not something that you easily find in this neighborhood.
Yeah.
You know, so I think that's one of the things that Carlos does that is really just a benefit to this whole neighborhood.
For sure. And you're talking about traditional dishes, but in a untraditional presentation. So one of my favorite dishes is a saltado de pollo, but to have a portobello mushroom saltado or a tofu saltado, it works. It works here. Have you had that here?
You know what? I have had it, but my fiance is crazy about it. That's her favorite. So we always order it, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, so sometimes she's eating Peruvian, I'm eating a bok choy soup, and then somebody else is eating chilaquiles or something. It's pretty great.
Yeah, there's a lot of options here, a lot of healthy, nutritious alternatives that you could put into the dishes. And like Carlos says, with Un Solo Sol, it's all about unity. It's all about bringing cultures together.
Right.
And he does an excellent job.
Right, yeah, so he does it with the food and then he brings in the people. So it's like this whole space and place to just really kind of nourish yourself.
So there you go. It's a good vibe here, right?
Definitely good vibe.
Well, Fernando, thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Jeff, did Un Solo Sol represent traditional Hispanic cuisine well?
Yeah, it was definitely a little bit different. You know, green pozole versus red pozole.
Yeah.
But that taste that I'm used to is definitely still there.
Good.
Just had a little bit of a little different spin on it, you know?
Right. Did you feel like it was a little bit more nutritious, and did you feel a little bit lighter after having it?
Yeah, even just the presentation of it, the posole, for example, how it was green,
Right.
was just different. But just even looking at that just made it seem healthier.
Yeah.
And then once I ate it, I also felt healthier eating it.
Right. And I mean, for my experiences, when I have like enchiladas, like cheese enchiladas or chicken, like it is a hearty, dense type of dish. But for me, at least, I'm speaking for myself, I felt refreshed with the green veggies mixed enchilada.
Yeah, it definitely felt lighter, but at the same time, the salsa on top was really good.
Right.
Had that nice spiciness to it,
Yeah.
which I really appreciated and enjoyed.
Awesome. Yeah, it complemented the enchiladas pretty well, right?
Yeah.
And that's important. And the pozole was pretty bomb. Pozole was like you were saying, it was fresh. It's usually pork based, but having it tofu based, did that work?
Yeah, it worked. And also it just tasted homemade, if that makes sense.
Yeah, of course.
It just tasted like, a lot of love was put into it,
Oh yeah, I felt that love. Research has shown that if you incorporate more plant-based protein over animal-based protein, it can potentially lead to decreased fat mass. It can also decrease insulin resistance. And lastly, you decrease total saturated fat intake. Saturated fats are known to increase our total cholesterol levels as well as our LDL cholesterol levels, which is the bad cholesterol. And we don't want that. Right, Jeff?
Yeah, I don't want that.
Good. I don't want it either. What about you, Bis? Do you want it? Yeah, I agree. So if you're ever in the Arts District or East LA and want traditional dishes in an untraditional way, please come check out Un Solo Sol. Remember, you can't OD on veggies. See you next time on Nutrihunt.